What's up, wrestling fans? We back with another one. Jimmy and Jay Uso tagging in over a year. John Cena come out doing the thug thizzle. And what happened to Becky Lynch? It looks like Bayley's gonna be inserted in that spot, but we gonna talk about it. I be the main event. Welcome to the main event. This is the most unhinged wrestling podcast on YouTube. Make sure y'all hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. The show kicks off with John Cena doing this little talking this shit. Cody Rhodes comes out, talking shit. We didn't get the back and forth yet, but I think they saving it. Remember, people, WrestleMania is a third week in April instead of the first or second week in April. So we got some time to build up. So I don't think we're gonna get that Cody and John Cena face off until probably another week or two, right? But we get our first matchup for the night. Jimmy tagging with Jay Uso versus A-Town Down Under, which was a decent match. A-Town Down Under showed up and showed out, right? Jimmy and Jay Uso picks up the win. Gunther comes out, takes out Jimmy. Jay Uso slips. It's a big argument on the YouTube about this situation. It's a big argument in the social medias about this situation. That Jay slipped. So they're using his botch from last week, putting it in here. Okay, now it's time to do what I told them to do. It's time for Gunther to take out Jimmy, take out Jay, put Jay on the motherfucking stretcher, and then Jay comes back and takes out Gunther with the black hoodie. You know what I'm saying? With the black hoodie on the back of the hoodie saying, I feel oozy. I'm feeling oozy or something. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about that more in the live stream. But let's keep on. Let's carry on with the Raw review. Raquel gets ready for her match. Dawn pulls up and he talks to Liv Morgan. They're talking about Finn and blah, 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 blah. So then we get Raquel versus La Valkyria, which was a good match. These women put up a good match with each other. It was long. It wasn't the fireest match that Lara had, but it was good overall, right? Lara ends up picking up the win, which caused a post-match beatdown. Bayley comes out to save Lara. And like I said, what happened to Becky Lynch? Because I thought she was going to be going after the IC title to add flames to their story for when Lara defeated Becky Lynch for the NXT title. So maybe they're going to save that for SummerSlam. But I'm waiting on Becky Lynch the same way I was waiting on Charlotte Flair to come back. I've digressed though. We get Americano El Grande or El Grande Americano got a video package, which lead to a segment with Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee backstage saying it's bullshit. That's Chad Gable. Then Chad Gable pulls up saying he's sick, he can't wrestle Dragon Lee tonight, and tells Adam Pearce maybe one of them should face Americano, which Dragon Lee accepted. So we get then we got the New Day. They wanted tag team gold at WrestleMania, so I guess they're gonna be going through a little qualification style tag team matches to see do they qualify to be in that match, and we may be getting War Raiders versus the New Day at WrestleMania. Backstage, Jimmy gives Jay a prep talk saying we need the old Jay back. We need the right hand man, Jay Uso. The Jay Uso that said fuck the tribal chief. Fuck what the tribal chief says. The Jay Uso that went up against the tribal chief. The Jay Uso that won the Royal Rumble, which is the Yeet Jay. The Jay that won the Royal Rumble is the Yeet Jay. Also, I don't know why he said that, but we need the old Jay Uso. The Jay Uso that didn't give a damn, right? And that's the Jay Uso I've been saying they need to bring back. That's the character I wanted him to change into, but we didn't get it. We got this Yeet Jay Uso, which is okay. But maybe it's time for a change. Maybe we need a more aggressive Yeet. You know what I'm saying? Put a more style into the Yeet. A more attitude into the Yeet. Some more roughness in the Yeet. But we'll see where they take off with this and see where it leads. But Jay Uso is having doubts that he can beat Gunther because of all the social media talk, and he's starting to doubt himself, and that's the reason he botching as they trying to make it look like. But Jimmy Uso will face Gunther next week, and hold up for his little brother. He slapped the shit out of Gunther too then. So Adam Pearce comes out to address the Io Sky situation. Io Sky comes out, Bianca right behind her. Then Rhea comes out. Rhea gets her rematch with Io Sky next week, which later on in the show, Adam Pearce made Bianca the special guest referee. Now, we already know where this leading, and I'm not mad about it because Rhea doesn't wrestle on a regular TV show. She only just do title defenses or go for the title. She barely wrestle on TV, so I'm like, okay. Let's get Rhea Ripley on TV into a match instead of segments. Oh, Dom talks to Penta about joining up with Judgment Day. Ivy now got a video package. Then we got Dragon Lee versus El Grande Americano, which was a good match. They put up a good match. El Grande Americano rips out Dragon Lee mask and goes for the pin. Well, he went for the ankle lock. And Dragon Lee taps out because he was exposed. So he taps out quickly. CM Punk comes out just to kind of add a little fire to the flames or flames to the fire. You know what I'm saying? Just to amp up that triple threat just a little bit. They ain't got to the meat and bones yet. Let's give it time. It's slow burn. They advertised Stephanie Valkyrie in her match tonight. This is a Tuesday morning. So tonight, Stephanie will be defending both her titles. First against Jada Parker. She defended the NXT title against Jada Parker, which I know she'll win. Which makes the second match, she'll be tired out, worn out by Jada Parker. So in her second match title defense with the Women's North American title, she would lose it back to Fallon Henley. And I don't see why they took it off Fallon Henley in the first place. Fallon Henley should have defeated Stephanie Valkyrie. That's my opinion. I think she should have defeated Stephanie Valkyrie. So it looks like Fallon Henley will be getting the North American Championship back. And we will be having Stephanie Valkyrie as our women's NXT champion. Then we get to the main event, Penta versus Brian Breaker, which was a good match. And Brian Breaker picks up the win by DQ. Dom, Finn, Carlito attacks Brian Breaker. Finn beats Brian Breaker with the chair, pass the chair to Dom. Dom beats Brian Breaker with the chair. Dom try to pass the chair to Penta. Finn looks at Dom like, what the fuck is you doing? Huh? Penta attacks Dom. He throws the chair. Dom catches it and he kicks the chair. And Finn has to take out Penta. So leave it up to Finn and everybody win, right? So Dom should have been listening to Finn at this time of the game. You know what I'm saying? This deep in the game, listen to Finn. But it looked like we're heading to a fatal four-way. Finn Balor versus Dom versus Penta versus Brian Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. And this is when I think Dom will bring in the extra person to help him win the Intercontinental Championship. And this when Judgment Day takes his fall. Or Finn Balor. Or Finn Balor takes his fall from the Judgment Day. But let me know what y'all think about Raw down there in the comments, people. I'll be the main event, and I'll catch you all in the next main event. Peace.